What's up, you guys? Your boy Justin Tony here today, aka the homeless guy with a beard. First of all, it's been a long 10, 11-month hiatus since I was doing any videos covering anything related with Cleveland football. Definitely missed a lot of things I could have covered, but that was then, and this is now. And right now, I'm gonna talk about why trading Corey Coleman is actually a good thing, and yeah, hopefully you guys agree for whoever watches this. So, as most of you may know, we traded Corey Coleman earlier this week to the Bills for a seventh round pick in like 2020, which is nothing really. It's like I don't know, it's like a bag of cleats or a bag of balls in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Seventh round picks don't really, I guess, amount to anything. But I feel like if you draft right, every pick can amount to something, right? You know what I'm saying? So hit or miss, whatever. So I guess a quick little rundown of Corey Coleman. He is a former 2016 first round pick. We took him like 15th overall. So that's why like this seventh round pick, like wow, he took a seventh round pick for a first rounder, but he really has not produced like you think a first rounder should or expect to, you know. So in the 2 years that he's been with the Browns, this will be his third season this year, but he'll be with the Bills. Uh, he missed 13 games due to injury. I'm pretty sure 2016 and 17 was because of a broken hand. There was some minor injuries in there. Like I think he hurt his back the one time, maybe like a hamstring. But I know he broke his hand twice, so I'm pretty sure that's why he missed the majority of them 13 games. Um, so yeah, just injury problems. Through the 2 years, like the broken hands. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a little, I guess, bigger than like the other things, but the small stuff adds up too. If you're always like banged up, you're not really fighting through that. I kind of think like that's why August 5th it was sure that it was reported that he had a hamstring injury. So I think that's what kind of led up to Jarvis Landry's speech in the wide receivers room. Maybe not just Corey Coleman, but I mean he even says in there like if your hamstring isn't torn off the bone, like there's no reason why you shouldn't be out here practicing trying to get better. He even says himself that he's tired and hurt too, but he's still out there. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be out there unless your leg broken or hamstrings off the bone. So I just think yeah, that's just what led up to it. So anyway, in the 19 games that Corey Coleman has played for us, he's started 18 of them, and he recorded 56 receptions for 718 yards and 5 touchdowns, which is not anything spectacular. If you looked at that stat line, 56, 718, and 5, you're like, wow, that receiver had a very average year, for like a third or fourth string wide receiver. However, how many wide receiver? Most teams are going to come out with a three wide receiver package. Have three receivers that go out there. So you're looking at your third or fourth receiver having that kind of stat line, especially when you got a solid number one like a Julio Jones or Odell or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're kind of expecting from them. Not a first round pick. Maybe in the first year, growing, like wow, that rookie had a pretty basic year. Then let's go see year two. But then you're like, oh, that's both years. That's his career right now, and that's like that's not too good. So, but numbers aren't everything. So I think it's the numbers, and I also think it's the injuries. And last thing is the drops. He's had a lot of drops through games, through practices, through training camp. I'm pretty sure in that first episode of Hard Knocks, you've seen like 2 or 3 times where he dropped in. Todd Haley even like got to him, like that's a big play. You gotta make that catch. Have some motivation or desires or something. He said something along those lines to Coleman, and that this is after Todd Haley came out and said that it was a make or break year for Corey Coleman, and he fucking broke it because he just got shipped out for a seventh round pick, which is nothing. But I just think that instills like that's not gonna work here. What he's doing, how he's playing, how he's working towards things. That's just not how it's gonna work in Cleveland now. So with those three things being said, I guess one more is at the end of last year he didn't really have a good stretch. It kind of ties in with the drops. Like the drops, like there's definitely been a lot of them, but the one that just flashes through my head every time I hear the name Corey Coleman is week 17. We're facing the Steelers, and it's a fourth down. And he gets hit like right in the fucking chest and he dropped it. He dropped the ball. I actually might be even thinking of a different one. There were so many drops, but that is just it was just so heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? It was like that was a catch that needed to be made by your first round pick, by someone who's supposed to be that guy or whatever. Especially with Josh Gordon missing. You know what I'm saying? And then so he just dropped it. So that's what flashes through my mind every time. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of them big drops. Whatever. And it's not like he wasn't he was the only one dropping balls, but it was just like he was the one dropping them in like crucial points. You know what I'm saying? Or he's just not on the field. So yeah. So but through the last 4 games, through that 4 game stretch, so like I guess you can maybe say because Josh Gordon was there, but you would think that he would do a little better because of the attention that Josh Gordon is drawing, but he only caught 8 of the 21 passes that was thrown his way for 99 yards and a touchdown. And you're probably thinking like, oh, well, that's because no quarterback and blah, blah, blah. Boy, you a professional receiver. You know what I'm saying? You a first-round pick. You're going to tell me right now you couldn't work a little harder or do, a couple more things to catch, 4 or 5 more balls, you know what I'm saying? Just a couple, you know what I'm saying? And if you didn't fucking drop on them passes, you probably fucking have 16 for 21, you know what I'm saying? Like, or, 18 for 21. Fucking drop so many damn passes. So last thing, it's just going to open up things for other players on our offense. Antonio Callaway, Damian Ratley, Duke Johnson, Rashard Higgins. I would say Jeff Janis, but from what I read, he's going to be like, primarily like, veteran leadership and then special teams. So, but, who knows? And then you also got David Njoku and Seth Duval who are going to need to get the balls in their hands. And then, I say Duke Johnson over Nick Chubb and Carlos Hyde because, they have shown that they can, catch the ball. Nick Chubb didn't really, he probably had like 40, 50 catches in college, whatever it was. But, it's just not a big eye-popping. Not like Duke Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Duke Johnson's had some fucking eye-popping numbers. 188 receptions, 1,700 yards, 5 touchdowns in his first 3 seasons. So, and if you take any of those if you take 2 years of his career, any of those stat lines, and match up to Corey Coleman, it's way better, right? With the exception of touchdowns. But yards, receptions, his catch percentage, it's way better than Corey Coleman. So, and he's already voiced that, he would like to play slot or just receiver or whatever. So it's just going to open up things up, especially not knowing how long we're going to be missing Josh Gordon. So, you take Corey Coleman out of there, then, you're getting a little bit more play time for fucking Antonio Callaway, Duke Johnson. So it just opens up things more for the offense. And then, when Josh Gordon comes back, you know what I'm saying, it's just going to, you got those 2 stars, then you got a bunch of these little role players, you know what I'm saying, like Duke Johnson and fucking Rashard Higgins, who I've seen or I've read or whatever is getting better, you know what I'm saying, and Antonio Callaway, I guess he's like doing pretty good through the training camp and all that stuff. So I hope big for him. I hope he rebounds from everything he went through at Florida. And and then fucking Damian Ratley, he's fucking like 6'2", 200 pounds, pretty fast. So, hopefully things like turn out for them boys. But it's just, it's not really a big deal. I think Corey Coleman being traded is a good thing, especially if we can engage Des Bryant. You know what I'm saying? I know I've read things that, he's not interested in us. You know what I'm saying? And he turned down the Ravens for $7 million a year. So. And that's probably what you want to sign Des Bryant for at this point. Maybe $8 million, you know what I'm saying, and then anything lower. But if he's not going to take $7 million, I definitely don't want to go offer him $10, $12 million because I just don't think he's worth that. But if you can bring Des Bryant, and that's Des Bryant on any day, on even a bad day, is more of an improvement than Corey Coleman, I think. So, it's just going to open up things as a team as a whole, either for the players on our team right now, or bringing in Des Bryant, which probably won't happen. It's just a what if. It's just another reason why this is not a bad thing. Shitty production, injuries, drops, and I just think we already have just too much going on. With Jarvis Landry, you got David Njoku, Seth Duval who can catch the ball, Duke Johnson, Josh Gordon when he comes back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be too much, too many hands in the pot, I guess you want to say. So getting Corey Coleman out there, not really a big deal, and maybe we turn that 7th round pick into something. So I'm not even really mad about it. I'm not even that big of a Corey Coleman fan. I didn't even really care for him when we drafted him. But then again, I didn't really know too much about him except for he was from Baylor, and that's where boy Josh Gordon played. So I was a little excited for that. Maybe he can get a little Baylor swag going in the receivers room, but that never happened because, well, Josh Gordon and, well, Corey Coleman too. So, but anyway, that's it for today. Real quick video. I'm going to be back with videos as much as possible. I'm going to try to stay consistent with it. A lot of stuff going on with Cleveland. It's that time of year. They got the game on tonight, Browns versus Giants. So I'll probably put up a video, about that game tomorrow. And, anyway, I work Monday through Friday, so I'm going to try to do a video Monday through Friday. But, things do happen in life, so I don't know how concrete it's going to be, but I'm going to try my best to keep popping these videos out because it's that time of year, and I got a lot of cool little ideas to talk about. You know what I'm saying, in my head, and that I got wrote up. So hopefully I can get those done and then put them out to you. But thank you guys. Let me know what y'all think. Comment in the session if y'all are happy we got rid of Corey Coleman. If you guys are fucking sad over it. Do you think that we should have just held out to get a little bit more, or did we do the right thing just getting rid of him? You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I think they did the right thing just getting rid of him. And then how y'all feel about Dez Bryant potentially coming to us if he wants to play with us? But either way, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.